Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag came out last year and took up every second of Victor Lucas's free time for months. Guess what? Now there's some,
they have more.
There's some DLC. This is called Freedom Cry. Yes. It stars a character named Adewale.
Yeah, who is sort of a minor character, a supporting character in the Black Flag storyline, and he is a freed slave who sort of works his way up to become a part of the assassin clan. And then his job really is to go off and free other slaves and build an army and rise up against the oppressors and the plantation owners, mostly in and around Port-au-Prince, which became Haiti. I think that the sense of honor and heroicism that you get stepping in and taking out some of these nasty people that you really feel like you want to kill them. You want to kill them. I mean, they're beating slaves. I like that. I thought it was a gripping thing, and honestly, I felt like that would have been a more risky and a more fulfilling choice as your main character in all of Assassin's Creed 4.
I know this map.
You know nothing.
Ubisoft has been playing around with these socially aware plots before. This is not foreign territory for them, and I applaud them for doing this.
Totally.
And you're right, you do feel your emotional response is so much stronger than it was from just simply being the usual Robin Hood type character that you are in the Assassin's Creed games. Yeah, I mean, you're going in and you are doing real good. You're freeing human beings that need help desperately. And there's a catharsis and an emotional payoff that you don't get from the main game. And you know what? I like this because it also feels really like it's firmly planted in reality. You get away from some of the video gaminess that I think really haunts the series. I mean, you're collecting the sea shanties floating above towns. This is the opposite end of the spectrum from that. This is real, this is gritty, this is vital and alive, and it's exciting as hell.
Adewale really resonates, and I really kind of hope that they carry on a story here.
I think they will. You know, the other thing I kept thinking about was Spider-Man 2. You know, you could go down and you could save people, and then I kept thinking about Infamous and how you could always heal people.
Right.
And I just keep thinking, like, games are kind of taking steps in that direction. This is another huge step, I think, if you're talking about the material to hang a game on.
Right.
Very brave, very bold, and it's a kind of gaming experience that is, even though games have been around for 50 years, still too rare.
There's just so much death and destruction in this franchise.
Wanton death and destruction.
And
pointless death and destruction.
You know, ultimately it's the war between the Assassins and the Templars, and you get caught up in these huge mega battles. But when you personalize this, you know, whether it's a revenge tale like the Ezio storyline, or it's this one where you see people being fronted and assaulted and oppressed.
I have nothing to offer but thanks.
Nothing else is needed.
It makes it that much more exciting. It makes it that much more vital, and it's so what this industry needs.
Raises the stakes.
It really does,
and it's a little bit of a history lesson.
Yeah.
I think the best moments from all the Assassin's Creed series have been the best kind of history lesson, a history lesson that you can actually live in.
Yeah.
This is some of the best DLC I've ever seen.
I know, it really is. I love these kinds of single-player kind of risks that give us other characters, give us other kind of perspectives on these familiar universes, but let us do some different things, some really compelling things. I love this. I think this is fantastic.
Great DLC for a game that really didn't need any DLC.
So much content. Gets a 9 from me.
9
How about
for
you?
me as well, yeah.
Right.